got mail. The V&A. Oh, it's gonna show my address. There is an exhibit in London that I'm excited to attend. The event was sold out, but if you're a member, you can come and go to just about any exhibit as you please. I believe there might be some exceptions for certain exhibits, but for this one, I'm pretty sure I can go. A lot of perks. I can put the link below if you're going to London and you want to go to the V&A. You get your own little card, so I can just walk up to the museum and scan this, and I'll be able to attend the exhibits that I want to. So instead of going to pay a certain amount of money for one exhibit, I can just go to all of them or any of them. And I think you can come and go at any time, obviously as long as the museum's open. Cartier has a exhibit open right now for a lot of classic, timeless, historic pieces, and I just love looking at jewelry. I think it's just really fascinating. Plus I love the story behind Cartier and how they began. I'm so drawn to the Cartier stuff that it just, so I'm very excited to go see the exhibit and tour the rest of the V&A. For this trip, I have been wanting something like a tote. I specifically wanted something from Base. I saw the pictures and I was like, it looks kind of big. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm carrying it up the stairs just now and I'm like, this is perfect. You can wear this kind of like across your body, like so. I'm not gonna have a bunch of stuff with me all the time, all day long, but you could put like your iPad if you have one, or your Kindle, or even a book that you're reading in like this little pouch. Something I bought for this trip, which I got the MagSafe attachment to the top of my Yeti. But I've been thinking ahead for months about how I wanna do everything, and I got this water bottle and this bag specifically because there is a, please fit. I got this specifically for this. Oh my God. It works. This is not the best camera angle. I've got the front camera on my iPhone right now going on, but this is cool. Excuse my appearance. We're in packing mode, okay? Nobody wants to see what I'm wearing while I'm packing, but wait, did I do this right? I could just carry this like this. Oh my God, I don't know that would be at the front, right? Where are we going?
To the airport.
We made it. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank God, some architecture. Something that just made me so happy. Welcome to London. I never want to fly again. Guys, that flight series of flights were the worst travel experience of my entire life. Nothing to do with the airlines, nothing with the travel. I love the travel. I like to be cozied up in the window seat, but I got the worst motion sickness I've ever felt. I don't know how to explain it, but it was so bad. There were a couple times where I wanted to like find a doctor or get up and ask one of the flight attendants, like, do you have any kind of medication, something? But I stayed tough, got through it. I left Charleston at 2:40 p.m., flew overnight into Amsterdam from Atlanta. It's 9 a.m. here, but in Charleston, I believe it was like around 3 or 4 a.m. So a full night of no sleep. Oh God. When it's a solo trip, you gotta say bless you to yourself. Okay, friends, let's do a little room tour. We can do hard things. I need to shave my neck. That's the first thing I'm doing. Okay, now that we've showered off the flight, thank goodness we are not nauseous anymore. Let's go eat. So it's funny, this is actually London Bridge, not that one. I thought that the really fun, fancy one was London Bridge. Not true. Not a morning person. First full day. Let's go fly the drone. Need coffee. The drone footage I got this morning was so beautiful. I don't get up early. I got up at 5 a.m. today. It's much colder here than I thought. This is the only sweatshirt or outer layer that I even brought. Oh darn, an excuse to shop. I think I'm gonna go over to Hyde Park because the Natural Museum and the Victoria and Albert Museum is over that way. There's also a few smaller ones in between there and over here with my hotel. So on my way back, I may stop at a few others. Just gonna hit all the landmarks I can in one day. I know you can't really do it in one day, but I have some points on the map that I marked. I definitely plan on coming back. Just wanted to see London for a minute. I got my coffee this morning and I don't think this is probably like a true coffee lover thing, and it's not anything to do with London, but she was like, do you want 2 in or 2 out, one in or whatever? I probably sound really dumb when I say this. I was like, 2 in. In, I figured meant more coffee, more espresso, so make it a double if that's what that means. It tastes beautiful. I'm not a foodie. As long as I have food in my stomach and I can roam around and feel full enough to do all the excursions and adventures and see all the sights, I'm a happy person. So sorry that I don't have more food options to show. you're from a city that doesn't really have a lot of public transport, or there's not like a subway or train station, or it's just like not the everyday way of commuting, there are some words that will mix you up very quickly and put you in the wrong space or place that you need to be in every 10 minutes. One thing being like the stations. Like I've needed to go to Victoria Station a couple of times during this trip. You could very well end up at Victoria Coach Station instead of the Victoria train station. Both are like within 0.2 of a mile away from each other, but it's fine. I've ended up in the wrong place like a lot during this trip. But it's cool because you end up in beautiful places by mistake. So you just gotta go with the flow. I'm walking away from a place I didn't mean to end up, and look at these houses. You can't go wrong.
Shit, we're at the O2. You guys ready to have a good night tonight?
Guess who woke up this morning and missed their flight? But all is good because Delta took care of me, and I actually got a $400 credit for missing this flight, and I was able to use that credit to book a cheaper flight and an extra night in my hotel. So I'm gonna go visit another museum and take a train to Seaford to visit the Seven Sisters Cliffs, which I was a little heartbroken that I was running out of time and didn't get to do that in the first place. So it all worked out in the end, and I get to go see some nature. I decided to stop walking, and I got an Uber. I just want to sit down.
And also change the Clapham Junction for London outbound services.
Cross that, so now I have to go all the way around, then up the mountain. Happy accidents, things going wrong with your flight, things going wrong with the weather, just things going wrong that lead to things like this. Genuinely believe, now this might sound crazy, but if you come here, you could cure a broken heart, loss, or anything bad that's ever happened to you in your life, and walk away forgetting or wiping all of that clean. Oh. Good morning. I'm sitting in all of the clothes that I barely wore. I think I wore the same sweatshirt and similar vibe the whole week. I did not dress up. Lots of walking, several showers a day. If you're staying somewhere and you want to create content where you're like changing outfits every 5 minutes, that's great, but I did feel like that would have been a waste of my time. I wouldn't have experienced all the things I got to in such a short time. Just plan to be comfortable and go and experience and take everything in. That's my recommendation if you're thinking about coming here. Time to pack, head to the airport. I stayed an extra day because I slept in yesterday and I missed my flight. I can't complain for the extra time I got because of Seven Sisters Cliffs. They were beautiful. That was really one thing that I truly wanted to do, and I was so heartbroken that I wasn't doing it originally. So maybe the universe was saying, you need to miss your flight. You've got to go to the cliffs. That was like my favorite part. And it's not even in London. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is probably a mess, or it was a really fun video and you enjoyed it, and I could be wrong. I appreciate you for watching. Thanks.